Bruh.
Hey, traders. Good to see y'all. Happy 80s stream. It's the 8th of the month, so we do that once a month when we remember to, right? And it's Friday. Bitcoin's holding in strong, man. I mean, despite any kind of bearish divergence on the RSI at 40K, you're above it, and you're almost at 41K. It's pretty crazy. I guess some people were getting scared a little earlier when we hit a low of 38,724. What's up, Johnny, dude?
Lord BTC.
So if there are issues, and the reason why I'm late is because I got a small window to get my IT guy over here, and he has installed the 3090, the EVGA NVIDIA 3090, the best GPU, man. All right, so it's in there, it's gorgeous, but now I have to get a new case because it's too much stuff. That'll be coming in, and I'll be working on getting my other computer fused with this one. Anyway, the spaceship computer. Anyway, so H-bar's up 56%, man. Engine's up 33%. Not much really happened today. A lot of altcoins didn't take too kindly to the sell-off earlier, so yeah, man, it's just kind of rough with everything being so sensitive, high beta to Bitcoin, and I've just been kind of busy today with a lot of different things, IRL stuff. Man, talk about gold and silver, devastated. Silver's down like 8% earlier. Good God, forget about it. It's really bad, man. Like, you just, every time you get above 1920 on gold, you just get obliterated, right? The second time now. I mean, really, you know, once we got above it in late July, eventually you held it, distribution was going on, you broke below it. It's just been a bad struggle. And so back inside the channel, and eventually you think 1800 could be a back test of a spring. That could be possibly a good entry. You can't just like quit on gold and silver just because of the dump today. I mean, I know it sucks, man. That's maybe is the point. It's just being severely suppressed, and it's in an uptrend. Like, don't be fooled. This is still in a long-term uptrend. This is a mid-term downtrend. All right, so just consolidation, bullish consolidation after a huge markup in price for a long time. So patience is all I can say. If you're talking about long-term holds, not so good for the trader. Ooh, real bad for silver, man. It broke critical support. It broke hook and go, break hook and go, and then it didn't. It was break hook and no. $26 was it, man. So now it's down at $24.84, but at least it's still outside of its own consolidation structure. Wait a second, did this just happen, man? It did. Wow. Wow. Alec, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Welcome, dude. We have multiple new patrons joining. I can't believe it. 839 patrons. Unbelievable, man. So crazy. Be sure to sing in the Patreon on the Discord, alright? What's up, Bjorn, dude? We got,
Mitch is always king. THX for all help and the newer ending streams.
the newer ending streams? What do you mean? Never ending streams? Like the never ending story? Yeah, man, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Never ending story, 80s day. Just imagine me being the guy from that. I didn't really dress to be 80s. Look, dude, this is the way someone in the 80s would dress on a normal day. They got a shirt on. It's a long sleeve shirt. It says Newport, Rhode Island on it. Really generic. Perfect 80s shirt. Okay, so we'll just say this about Bitcoin. Okay, so you've spent If we got 13 minutes till your daily candle close, all right? So you got 13 minutes until it's been 12 hours of Bitcoin back testing $40,000 as support and holding it every time. Every 4-hour candle. So what was once resistance is now being regarded as support. Really hard to make of what's going on where you got the old supply line and demand line. And it's above both right now. Dude, I wish there was more data. There's not much consolidation. It's just been going up, man, and going up and going up and going up. It's just very little we can do with TA right now. All right, other assets, there are more things we can do, better things we can do. You gotta wonder, maybe silver, maybe XABCD cipher stuff. Maybe that's what could be going on. Man, if you make a higher low here, this could be really good. 786. It would have further to fall, right? But hey, the 786 is at what? 786 would put you at a critical ice line. Oh yeah. Oh god, I have to go back like a million years. Yeah, it's just support resistance, man. Right, that'll be it, right? Yeah, that. Oh, right here. Okay, that's the 786 for silver, right? So maybe you could bounce there at the PCZ of that potential pattern. We'll keep our eye on it. No, it would actually be below that. Never mind. Sorry, it was the next one. Sorry, when I'm zoomed out like that, it's really hard for me to keep up where it is. So $23, I guess, would be a PCZ for silver to maybe. I mean, that's how these things happen, dude. You break out of consolidation structures, then you have a bunch of chop. We've seen this before. And then you create the pattern outside, and then it makes a higher low than this low, and that's what begins it all. So just because it dumped here does not mean silver's dead or it's going into a bear trend or something, man. And you just can't say that yet. Can I get a sound check? Because for me, it's... Oh, maybe that's why it's loud. My audio's up too much. Dude, again, when you turn your PC off, you reinstall, or you install a new video card, lots of complications can occur. So, so far it doesn't look like we've got any yet. I don't know.
Thank you to whoever mentioned IO monthly.
IO, man. I remember we looked at it. Thanks, Alexander, to go nuts. Hey, what was the one we were looking at last night? ADT. That was amazing. It got talked about on CNBC today. What's going on? All right. I guess they're looking at the same things we are. ADT did great. So, you know, on a bad note, silver and gold, yeah, it's unfortunate, man. These things happen. Yeah, it's money coming out, going into Bitcoin or something. I think I lost all my work, I think. Maybe not on this one. Yeah, dude, it had a great day and then it just pulled back. I don't know. At some point it was up maybe 10%. Right?
Pure chart point on this one. What's the next target after $4?
So Randolph, thanks for the 5 super chat. We'll look at the quad U's. Never heard of it.
English is not my native language. Gets wrong from time to from Sweden.
It's all good, Bjorn, man. Even if it is your native language, sometimes autocorrect happens. So it's all good, man. Thank you, dude. Kings from Sweden. So ADT, a good start. Right, entry was just like at open, you know, and at open it wasn't far off. It was like at the entry, and then it's just like popped. It got up to 940 and then pulled back towards the end of the day and closed at 883. But we got a long way to go. Remember, 1080.
Can you do a wise ATH token analysis? Third on Uniswap pairs.
Could you please read the description below? Thanks so much, SC. Read the description below before you make requests. Thanks. So yeah, you got a lot. There's a lot of work to do since we had just identified this last night. I mean, not often are you just getting that great fortune, you know, like the next freaking day, you know, it starts popping and then it gets in CNBC. So that was just great fortune for us, but doesn't always happen. Most time it doesn't happen like that. And again, it's only the beginning, so it's got a long way it's got to go.
Thank you for your professionalism. analysis and straight facts. Can you check Algo? Watching from Puerto Rico.
Oh, what's up, Carlos Ortiz? Thanks for the 10, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Algo. Sure, man. That one was looking, well, that one already looked great. That was an inverse head and shoulders pattern that had played out. It played out. It's perfect. But might not be done because, you know, you hit a head and shoulders measured move, and then it's like there's more targets to the upside, right? So we'll look. Thank you, man. So 1080, and then, well, I mean, it's like 960's got, you break 960, dude, look out. You know, 960, then after that, pretty much, I mean, you got the gap fill, but $13 if you ever break 961. So just keep your eye on it, man, woman, or child, or alien. Good start. All right, what, but remember, it wasn't just the daily. It was the weekly as well. Look, the weekly was awesome. Hidden bullish divergence on the weekly too, and it's about to go next week. You get any decent price action next week, it's going positive for the first time since September. Undeniable hidden bullish divergence on two of your most significant time scales, the daily and the weekly at the same time. That is screaming for a continuation to the upside, right? Continuation because this low, and then you got higher lows. So it's impending price action continuation to the upside. I mean, kind of engulfed, you know, it didn't because it opened higher than it closed last week, but I mean, that is almost an engulfing candle. Okay, great stuff, dude. I mean, it's right-angled, descending, broadening formation stuff too, right? It was like this. This is like, yeah, we've seen that across these markets. Obviously hit the measured move when it gapped up. All right, so move on. $40,650. Meh. Chat, meh on Bitcoin.
Can we check Zach?
Zcash? Sure, Bjorn. Thanks, man. Man, I gotta get all the super chat. When I created the 80s overlay, I was not using super chat at all. So I have not implemented any 80s. So unfortunately, the only way you're getting 80s themed tips are through Stream Elements today. Sorry about that. Anyway, so your IO, it's at the resistance. It closed the week at 306, above 306. You can clearly see what happens if you break 306 on IO. I mean, it runs. It has big runs. It's gone up to 437, but not for long, right? Not even for a day. So just be cognizant. You know, you got lot surrounding action, double bottom stuff. The measured move of the double bottom's been hit for sure. But man, it could be just some larger structure like cut with handle, man. So maybe we gotta wait on the handle. This is where the neckline is. So you could imagine that it makes sense here, right? Like if it ever broke 306, why would $4 up there make sense? Because that's the size of the structure, right? If it was to consolidate for a while and then eventually broke out, look at this. Almost like TA Tetris, a little bit higher, but you get it. That would be X marks the spot on IO. So there you go, dude. Energy fuels, okay. Nice bull flag, maybe in development with hidden bullish divergence going on. Dang, dude. Pretty interesting area, right?
Clinky clinky. Let's see that Linky smile roll.
What's up? TSLA, man. Thanks for 1337. Much love, dude. Yep. We'll look at it.
Yesterday, you said that 100 plus BTC was on the order book for a sell-off on Coinbase. Can you show us how to check orders like that on Coinbase and buy the...
It's not on Coinbase. It's just for Coinbase Pro, and it's self-explanatory. I mean, you're at the trades tab in Coinbase Pro, and it's the order book's there. So it's almost self-explanatory.
Mitch, can you add Bus to the list? Thanks for all you do. By the way, don't let anyone know I'm here. TF.
Brad Sherman. All right, no one rat on Brad S. Okay, thanks for the 10, dude. Yeah, we'll add it to the list. Thanks, man. Happy 80s day. Man, I'll tell you, dude, on this one, very, very little resistance above you, you know, until 5:30. So what a run it's been, though. What an incredible run it's been on the quad U's. Look at that inverse head and shoulder stuff. You know, it was good before. I wish someone would have been like, hey, could you, in October, you know, when all the opportunity was developing in crypto, could you look at the U's? We could, but all it's done is do what a lot of the other trades had done at in that time frame. So great, yeah, it went, but it makes sense though, right? Kind of how it went straight up. I mean, you know, historical context, you had some chop for sure, but straight down, but look, straight up and then straight down again. So big vacuum, that area, not many orders on the books between 186 and 409. So now you probably want some more data, see how this goes, but you eventually want to get back above 409 and then start losing that negative momentum, and then you could start arguing saying, yeah, hidden bullish divergence, right? So maybe you're flagging, but dude, at this point, you gotta, it's not a value play or anything, right? There you go, maybe a flag, maybe. But you don't want to stay below 409 for long, okay? You don't want to be flirting below it, because we know what can happen below this area. What happened back in November 2018 when it got to this area? It reversed the downside. So just keep in mind, it's an area where it could run up real fast to 534, but if it doesn't hold long enough, it could very well dump. Okay, so just be cognizant. Cool. The quad U's. What's up, Tomas? Hey, can you check the description, man? Right. This is specifically why. This is specifically why we have a minimum, because a coin is created like a week ago and you have multiple people coming in tipping for it and spamming it. We've already timed out and hidden people that were shilling Wise token yesterday and the day before. It's like kind of obvious. We've done this enough times. We've seen so many new S coins that are created, and then you have people pushing it like collectively. It's like a strategic effort. So welcome to it. Welcome to why there's a minimum, because of people that do that, okay? Alright. Music's loud. Dude, I can't tell. I can't tell when the music's loud or not, okay? The decibel levels I'm looking at show it as like quiet. Healthy quiet. So, whatever, man. Yeah, a little loud. Got you. So it's down now. I'll turn it down. But what can I do, man, when when I make changes, other things change and it screws stuff up, so.
It's Ziggy from Discord. APXT, Apex Technologies, has 3 rising valleys and they will be emerging with Microsoft really soon. Hashtag HypeCong LTC for life.
What's up, Ziggy, man? Thanks for the 5. Yeah, we'll look at it. Apex. See if there's a 3 rising valleys or not. Hey, we got a new day, chat. A new day has been born. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Because, you know. Nice.
Your comment on IOTA
all-time highs, I think.
And overall,
on the daily. Not sure.
Can you check GRT? And thank you for the info. These are seriously the best TA streams on.
Whoa, Exu, thank you, dude, for the kind words. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah, we'll look at it. So, highest candle close of all time. Beautiful, dude. Gorgeous. More history. Bitcoin at one point at its highest levels today in the 41s surpassed Facebook's total market cap. Now it's fallen back below it. So, but if Bitcoin goes just another $1,000 higher like it was earlier, it's going to be higher than Facebook again. And market participants, I guess, are not going to let Bitcoin surpass Tesla. They're like, nope, We know Bitcoin's running as insanely as Tesla, but Tesla is the golden child on the stock market. Nah. If Bitcoin's going up, then Tesla's going up too. Will not be usurped. Okay. So again, like if you're talking about, this is one thing, log scale, the 1414 fib extension. That's what we got. All right, we got something, man. I'm talking your major one. I'm talking like the monthly high, December 19,981 high to the 3150 low, 2018, and then we're in log scale. That's how we target for the log scale fib extensions. You exceeded the 1272. You spent 2 days there, 3 days there. You spent 3 days at the log scale 1272 before you engulfed and broke it, and look at the follow through you got afterwards. Incredible. And so I think the next target's 42,785. Okay, next potential reversal area, and of course 45 after that, and then 50. And then if we were going to talk about a gold mean ratio and log scale, it's like the measured move of the huge symmetrical triangle, like $64,000. So just incredible, man. I mean, this is like one of the most insane bull runs in history of mankind. Just based on the price of it, the sheer price of what, 40,000? So one Bitcoin gets me a really nice vehicle? That's crazy, dude. And that's why we say, like, when Lambo, when Honda Civic, when used Honda Civic, because like that's the way Bitcoin was for a while, like $7,000, $8,000, man. Now we're like when brand new, whatever, for 40K, Tesla. Okay, I just wanted to check on Bitcoin because it's the beginning of the new day and history was made. Wow, I think that's amazing. Yeah, this is like all you can kind of do with lines here, do trend lines. I mean, you're above the apex, you're above 40K at support, and who knows what's going to happen. It's the weekend, so you think, most of the time, I mean, 98+% of weekends are very slow and meh. But in these market conditions, you can't have expectations, right, and expect Bitcoin to not do anything. It could do insane stuff. They could do crazy things. We got supply crisis still ongoing. We still have tons of coins just being taken off exchanges. We'll see. Like, do we get any change today? If there's anything on Dbase. No, nothing today. Yeah, no changes today on the exchanges. Whoa, what's going on? Yep, 0. I mean, whatever. Not a crazy day. But again, 30 days is nuts, We'll see at the cause and effect. Supply and demand. Stuff keeps going. RSI be danged right on the weekly at 94, 95. It's insane. All right. I mean, we haven't even looked at Ethereum yet. These requests started coming in pretty fast. Looking good. Looking great. I mean, hit the 886 yesterday and pulled back. Hasn't seen it since. If Bitcoin keeps climbing, Ethereum's going to see 1287 again. It breaks 1287. It's going, dude. What was it on the daily? There was a swing high. It already hit it. It will be going to 1250. Like that's the big one. Like 1250 is, you spent 2 days now testing the 886 and 1250, where traders set it up back in 2018. So now it's like, if you can break this area, then you're going to 1389, which is like all-time highs. Or it's like where traders set it up at their highest level ever on the daily in January 2018. So yeah, Bitcoin keeps rolling, Ethereum's gonna keep rolling. You know how it is, man. Broke out of the rising wedge like the Jesus, man. Wow. Can't even believe the appreciation of value of this asset in all our portfolios. It's nuts, dude. So Litecoin's been, what a tease, man. What a tease, but it's not over yet. It's just like, you see what I'm saying? Biggest tease ever. Look how many wick outs you had, and now you're trying to break again. Now Bitcoin rallies, Litecoin's gonna do it. It's gonna actually for real go to like $200 plus. but it's on Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes to 42K. Litecoin's going to have a major breakout. I mean, all right, you understand why this happens at why we get these wick outs like this, right? There's something called absorption that happens all the time at critical support resistances. And it's really tough to know what kind of absorption is happening, right? At this level, there could be absorption of the remaining demand, right? By the sellers, by the asks. And that's when you dump, right? But how you can kind of sometimes tell that there might be absorption of supply is when you're seeing higher lows, right? When you're getting indicators like hidden bullish divergence, right? On the oscillators, there was one right here. And so you're just butting up against, you're just hugging it now. So Litecoin still, if you can even believe it, is on breakout watch. And it's trying to break out right now, but it's only because Bitcoin's going up. Bitcoin starts selling off again, falls below 40K. You could kiss this goodbye. It's going straight back below 172.84. Okay, I mean, without a doubt, it's going to do that. So pray for Bitcoin. If you want Litecoin to go to 218, you got to pray for Bitcoin. That's it. So I just want to look at Litecoin and Ethereum because we were just going straight into the requests. You're about to go positive on momentum again. This is set up, man. Like, despite what happens, this is set up for higher prices. I'm sorry. Bitcoin rules it, though. You know. Yeah, we already looked at ADT earlier, Bob. Rerun the stream. Check it out. Great start. That's all I can say. Terrible for gold and silver, though. Really disappointed in those. But, again, not deterred and not thinking that gold and silver are now in a bear trend. No. No way. Alright, so now I'm rechecking all these lot of requests, man. Algo now. Alright, chat. Litecoin is breaking out right now again. It's attempting a breakout. Like, it had been testing, you know, like 18 in the last 24 hours, a breakout. Maybe 20 of the past 24 hours or whatever. It's just been testing. The absorption of the remaining supply seems very real, assuming Bitcoin doesn't crash, okay? You gotta love it, man. You gotta freaking love Algo. It was a specimen trade, dude. Specimen. The inverse head and shoulders. Ran up. What'd you do? You tested that high. I don't know why that's not showing up. Weird. Short's getting liquidated. There it is. So that's it, right? I mean, it hits that high and it can't break it. We knew that. We like, duh. You knew like that would be a potential reversal area. You did reverse, but what's happening? What's happening? It's not too bad. Selling's not too bad. You engulfed sideways. You've already, looks like you back tested the neckline. You might do it again, but eventually, man, if one's won't be in on this trade, and they may have taken already may have taken like a little bit of profit, but one has to just remain patient and gotta roll the dice. You gotta let these things play out where this could take us above 49.70 and we could eventually see 67 cents.
Buyer super chat at $69.42. Just hit 6-digit profits, Mitch. Let's go.
Let's go, Ash on Fire. Thank you so much, dude, for the $69.42 super chat. 6-digit profits. Sweet mother of God. I'm proud of you, man. Hopefully, you know, at least some aspect of what's being taught here helped you, and that's all that matters, man. Hopefully, I was at least some small piece in that. So thank you, man. Cheers. So Algo, thanks again, dude. So that's big time, man. Seriously, wait, if you break 49.50 cents, you're going to have a big run up to 67 cents on Algo. Don't forget about it, okay? Do not sleep on Algo. It's not over yet. It's not done. Even though it was great, right? It's not done. Okay, maybe set up an alert. Set up an alert right above that 50-cent area, because more tendies could be on the way. Sweet. Okay, what's the next one? Hello?
What are your MACD settings, Nick?
Is that a joint?
I think they're standard, but I have the signal lines turned off. Yeah, MACD signal lines off. Everything else is normal. 12, 26, close, 9. No check boxes checked. Okay, except histogram. That's it. Histograms we're playing. We don't play the MACD lines. We play the histogram. All right. That's it. Thanks, dude, for the 80s joint, I guess. Or 80s joint. So this isn't like, I mean, we've looked at this recently, and it's not over yet. It's not dead. It's not screwed. Not yet. Where it's just range bound. It's stuck in a range. And I really liked it, right? Remember the daily triple MACD bullish divergence manifested into a reversal to the upside? But now look where we're at. We got a creek. If Zcash breaks this creek, I wish it was better. I mean, you right above it, 74 bucks, which you can see like intraday a couple days ago. You broke the creek. You jumped across the creek just to test that major support resistance as resistance again, and you pulled back. So if you break $76, man, you're going up to 90 bucks. So that's it. I mean, that's the you're making much higher lows than the previous lows before it. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not dead or anything. Okay, it's not like it's in a bear trend. It's methodically shifting momentum, I guess. Look at your weekly. You know, as long as you stay above that $50 area long enough, and if you could ever get a weekly candle close above $76, that's huge. I'm telling you, man. You want to be looking on Sundays for Zcash on the weekly in the coming couple months, right? Because we get one candle close above 76 bucks, it could be takeoff time for Zcash. Okay. You haven't had a candle close above $76 since August 24th, so that's important. Okay, range bound, you got to break out eventually. Okay, with candle close confirmation. Link, my God, at $19. That's good, right? Wasn't it looking okay? Yeah, it was looking good, dude. All right, it was the daily classic Class A bullish divergence, and you were bouncing. You never had one candle close below that 200-day moving average. Gorgeous. And so we had talked about if the TA is respected on Link, 1650, and if you're lucky, 1918. Literally 1918. That's exactly what was tested. So traders traded that.
Look at Lumen Technologies. Looks interesting to me on 3D and weekly, but I am not sure if I should trade it. Could have huge potential. Stock, not crypto.
What's up, Mitesh, man? He's going for Hype King. If ADT plays out, you are Hype King. So good luck, man. Thank you. Zcash is done, dude. I mean, like, that's it. Like, if you watch the stream on any analysis I did a Link, it's the same thing, and the things that we said would happen if TA was respected happened, and it's over now. It's like, what do you want now? So again, if you break back above 1647, which you're not, you're below it, then you can go up to 1918 again. You break 1918, then you're going to 20 bucks, and then you Fibonacci high to low. This actually pretty crazy looking XABCD stuff.
20 cents. Can we check on Band? 4-hour looks like a break up and go possibly. Take me to Tindy Town.
Sam T, thanks for the 3820 super chat. Yeah, man, we'll look at Band. That was, if one was patient on that one, man. You're really patient on that, dude. So, thank you. Gotta wonder on this. If it's like this larger version of the Theta and Bitcoin trades that we had, where it was like one bottom and a second bottom after a big run up. And it's like, remember, up here, like the 20s, 26, 28 probably could be it. All right, You hit an 88% return. That's perfect. So yeah, like if you ever broke all-time highs, $24, $26, and then $29 would be your gold mean ratio up there. So yeah, man, this uptrend is continuing, right? You gotta really like this low, this very discernible swing low here that is higher than the previous low. Very good. I mean, that's not bearish, that's bullish. And if that's the major discernible swing low, we're now working on the next wave, then the next wave could take you up to the fib extensions. It's just history repeating itself on a different chart, right? Between $24 and $28 is the eventual target on Link. Assuming Bitcoin doesn't crash, right? Assuming the bull trend in crypto stays around, okay? Nice. Good to see y'all. Happy Friday. Hope you had a great week. Oh my God, I don't know how you didn't if you're a participant in crypto. Okay, so next request was Digibyte. Matthew D's favorite. Big range here. You jumped across a creek. If we're talking about a range, because I don't look at this one that often, but I think this was a creek right here of some sort. Fake out. Fake out. Look at this. Look at the price action when you finally got above it for real, though. Straight up, man. So the creek's been jumped across. Now you're consolidating up here. Big resistance at 3.1 cents. What's that? Everyday new video? We're talking about my streams? Yeah, it is what we do. We do that. Why not, man? It's fun for me. I don't know. I have a good time. Thanks, dude. So 3.189 cents. You break that, dude. 3.7 cents. You break that. Well, you're going to moon. You're going to moon. All right. Yeah, I don't have a problem. Hey, God, are we gonna use the scam wick down there for the fib? I mean, really? It probably makes more sense to use it here, but you never really know. For real, that's the problem with scam wicks and volatility. It's tough on your Fibonacci. This is a far more conservative anchor point on the bottom, and so if that's the case, then your target from here, if you break 3.189 cents, 4.374 cents. Gold mean ratio would be 5 cents. Okay, so you jumped across the creek, man. You're obviously some sort of range, in some sort of range here, and man, are you just look? You're just showing higher lows, same high pretty much. You break it, could be a nice run to the upside. But at the same time, right, this is definitely where you can't catch enough bids. You dump. You would come all the way back down to 1.7 cents. So just understand, it's about the ifs. Bitcoin's 40,970. Meh. Super meh, chat. Okay. The creek's been jumped across. Now all I have to do is just break this resistance, and they'll be going to 3.7, 4.3, and then eventually 5 cents. Okay. What's up, Renato? Thanks for the 5. Yeah, ASL, thanks for the 678 super chat, but ARB, he said, Argo blockchain to show new people with little money how to get on board the train. I've never heard of ARB, and I would recommend to the people who have little money to not be putting money into assets that I've never heard of before, but maybe to put their money into buying books, investing in themselves, not in some crap that I've never heard of. ARB, I don't know. Thank you for the contribution. And you wonder why we have minimums now? I mean, how could you be offended that there are minimums on S coins now, after today? Huh. Ziggy Man. Apex Technologies, not really, I don't know about that. It's okay. It's not a value trade by any means, right? But I could see maybe what you're talking about. Talking about the higher lows here. The low, the higher low again. And yet you could be working on hidden bullish divergence, but there's no Japanese candlestick reversal yet. The negative momentum could just keep building on lower prices, so you got to keep that in mind. If you tried to plot a demand line here, you broke out, right? It's out. You broke that. So I don't think there's enough data yet to be very confident. RSI looks pretty good on the 4 hour. The low, maybe the higher low, definitely the higher low with lower levels of relative strength. So that's hidden bullish divergence. And then you got some bullish convergence on the MACD histogram. We label that white, right? Teal is always hidden bullish divergence. Bright green is classic divergence. White is convergence. Bright red is classic bearish divergence, and then this like magenta kind of colors, hidden bearish divergence. This is the way I color code on these oscillators. So it's not terrible. I mean, the 4 hour does look interesting.
You covered ETH. I took a short at 1,233. Embarrassed smiley face. I must be crazy.
What's up, Tony? Thanks for the £5 super chat. You went short at 12.33. It's 12.26. You're winning, dude, for now. But what was your? Did you have an argument based on technical analysis? If you did, that's fine. But if you don't have an argument based on technical analysis, you're just literally flipping a coin and gambling, you know? So, but hey, and you could still be right. Even if you're flipping the coin, it could land on heads, and you're like, I'm a genius, I did it. But it's like, wait, did you really do it? Or did you just flip the coin and it landed on your side this time, right? You're playing the numbers game, right? A trader that plays many trades over a long period of time and wants to have long-term success, you have to have an edge and an argument on every single trade, right? Yeah, I just don't, not sure there's just enough evidence yet. There's no looking left support, right? You're not backtesting springs. It's kind of, it's not the most ideal situation here. There's far better setups than maybe what's going on right now. But yeah, it could reverse here or continue here to the upside. And your target, obviously, if it did start continuing the upside, would be 1685, 1726. Very easy to target at least, right? Really tough to strategize where to manage risk, though, to set up a stop, because there's no support here, right? Where it's stalling, there's no support. There's support down here, 1366, but it's just one swing low. That's it. There's nothing else. Not very strong. So.
Can you check EWT?
Matt, sure, dude. Thanks for the 10, dude. Thanks, man. We get a 50K spaceship stream. How about that? 50K spaceship. Thanks, Randy.
The next spaceship stream.
Thanks, dude. So IOTA was requested. Breaking resistance.
$5 before can you check out Adam Plaza?
Yes, but there are in fact a lot of requests. So as you can see, what's going on in between your contribution were two other ones requesting things. So it's like I'm just doing it in order.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, it's looking like $1 million. Can you look at DCR?
Oh, Ivan, thanks for the kind words. Yep, put it on the list. So IOTA, pretty critical spot here. You break this, there's it could go much higher. I mean, every time in history that IOTA's broken above 38.7 cents, it's gone up pretty much almost every time to at least 44.9 cents. So yeah, I mean, besides this last time, yeah, that's your target on this asset. If it stays above where it is, breaking right now, 45 cents.
Stock indicator telling me that the RSI won't cross up until 1283 on the 12 hours.
All right, man. If you got your own system that works for you, if it's proven and it's making you money constantly, hey, by all means, man. Good stuff. Trend is not your friend, though. That's real. Counter trend trading. So yeah, I mean, I get it. You get this last up thrust from November 24th, but again, if you're talking about a breakout with any kind of legs, it's 45 cents. You break 45 cents, well, that's when we're talking about insane stuff. That's when you're talking about much more major markups in price. But I don't know if we would. We'll probably just use Fibonacci pretty easily. Right, I think if we ever broke 45 cents on IOTA, you would just target this way, and then 51 cents would be your first target on a break of 45 cents. So you're almost there, man. You're almost there, and I like the lows, the higher lows now. Pretty interesting fractal here, right, where you got the low, and then the lower low, and then the big move up, and then you had the low, the lower low, and you had the big move up. So it's almost like they're predictable patterns. They're like doing very similar stuff. Weird chart. All right. Nothing really set up as, hey, it's trade setup. I mean, like, maybe down here was a better, right? You were back testing like a spring kind of a range, holding, and then you broke to the upside, jumped across the creek. All right. GRT. A lot of people have been just freaking out about it. It's safe for now. It's not. It's like literally what we consider a major back test of a spring. It sprung, ran up, and now it's back testing the spring. You don't really want to see GRT fall below 31.9 cents. You just don't, man.
Mitch, do you take into account the funding rate? Seems to have a good track record, although not classic TA.
No, I don't really do that, since I'm taking my entries at areas where the funding rate is irrelevant, right? I'm taking my entries at levels like this, right? I'm not worried about Bitcoin now. I don't, right? I'm taking longs on Christmas Eve when there's hidden bullish divergence and no one cares. Everyone's worried about getting ready for Christmas, but it's like, well, but there's an edge on Bitcoin, right? No, it's not relevant for the way I do it, right? Where we're using significant time scales or 4-hour time scales, and we're using supports, divergence,
hey brother, can you check Nano? Thanks.
Supply lines, all that stuff. Read the description, please, if you're asking for major S coins. Thank you so much. So GRT is fine. Like, this is it, man. Like, and you could get really lucky here on this one. If Bitcoin doesn't crash, right? I mean, if the spring is successfully back tested and you start reversing here, you're going to get an inevitable hidden bullish divergence. Yeah. Which is impending price action continuation to the upside, which is exactly what you always want, hidden bullish divergence on a back test of a spring, because it implies this would be next. Maybe even much higher. So, very, very critical areas, but it's doing what assets do all the time.
What is up with Ocean? Can we take a look?
Yeah, Cakeology, thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. I'm going to have to replot that one. Ocean Man. The shark.
Rookie, the minimum for absolutes coins are 10 used. Here is the remaining for Rookie's request on my dear Nano.
Alright. I will look at Nano now. Alright, he picked up the slack. It's getting real long, dude. It's like I can't keep up. Like the whole stream is just requests, and I'm going. I'm doing.
The list seems to have gotten pretty long lately. Maybe at local on the 8s we take a 5-minute BTC break. Smile.
Well, we did, didn't we? We did a little break. But for me on my side, I get really anxious because I'm like, oh my god, there's so many requests I have to do and get to, and then you already got people like tipping again, being like, hey, I requested this. It's like, dude, I'm not ignoring you. There's just the requests are piling up, you know, so. Thanks, dude, for the 10. Much love. Okay, that's it on GRT. Hold the line, or you could be coming back down to 28.8 cents. I don't think you want to be going back down there again. But it's always possible. Bitcoin crap, dude, Bitcoin dumps, it's over. It's over for all these altcoins. If they're at critical supports, they're going to get broken bad.
Curious, do you think TA works because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy? Market participants utilizing TA in the same way, and then taking the trade, is the reason the price of the asset acts accordingly?
I think it's somewhat, I don't know, self-fulfilling. It's more so just like mass psychology in a way, where the only places where major market participants can be placing large bids and large asks are normally at congestion areas. Okay, so duh, right there. And then you start throwing in sellers being exhausted at those areas.
Eddie Betty tipped $20.
So Eddie did.
I requested bro. Spin twice, bro. Brad, what's up?
Eddie, you know the rule. Well, maybe you don't. It is a. Think about someone tipping $500, and they'd be like, spin however many times, right? 50 times, whatever. It's per transaction. It is one spin per transaction. It's the way it is to protect myself, you know, from getting killed.
I'm going to bed. Should I sell my Bitcoin now? Or do you think it will continue to climb over the next 8 hours?
Luke, I don't know. I don't know if you should. I mean, 40K has always been a potential psychological resistance, but you're above that right now. It's the weekend. So, if you're talking about like holding, I mean, a hold position's holding long, right? And then you got the trading position, which you should never take the long until you certainly know where your profit taking levels are going to be. So, you see what I'm saying? So, like, before you pull the trigger on going long, you're like, hey, I'm taking profit here, here, and here. I don't ever have to ask anyone when I should sell my position, you know? Alright, here's your second spin, dude. Eddie, thanks for the 20.
Eddie Betty tipped $20.
Get wrecked, dude.
It my 2 spins and I want them now.
What was that girl's name on Willy Wonka? Come on. What was her name? Don't care how. I want it now. Eddie, are you being that person? Thanks, dude. For the 40. Incredible, man. Veronica. No, it's Violet. No, Violet is the other one. No, the one who ate the blueberry whatever gum. It was Veronica.
Hey Mitch, which
Veruca. Oh, Veruca, sweetheart, darling. Yes, Veruca, not like what? Veronica. You ought to say in that. Veruca, sweetheart. What's up, John, man? Hold on a sec. Getting Veruca salt. Wow. Technical studies work best in markets that are going parabolic like Bitcoin.
When 4K streams, put that 3090 to work. Tom.
Yeah, it's not about the hardware, it's about the internet at that point. Still don't think I have that. I'll look into it though. John, all you can do is look at the 4 hour and the 60 minute, I guess, and look for the 4 hour and the 60 minute to line up at the same time. Like, that's what we've been doing, right? Like, that was those trade setups on Bitcoin, you know? Like, dude, you know, it had already gone kind of nuts. But, I mean, look up here. This is a trade setup, you know? I just looked for the same variables I always look for, but just in the context of not looking all like, wow, it's gone up so much. You got to ignore that, right? Otherwise, you'll just second guess, be like, oh, it can't go any higher. because that's you expecting things. So it was just like at the 17,730 right area. That's an ice line from history. It was like one of the highest levels where traders ever set it up back December. I think it was December 12th, 2017. And you hit it once. I don't like that, man. Then you run up, you second time. Dang, I like that, man. I like it because it's the 200 moving average tested for the first time since October. There's bullish divergence on the oscillators, implying that sellers are exhausted.
I know you put up with a lot of stuff with people being new to the market, but I have respect for your determination and commitment to the community and the stream. And always respect the
TA. Thank you, Anon, for the very kind words, man. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Very nice. Well, I don't know, like, just being told, hey, this guy's abrasive. It's just, I mean, it's just if I do it every day and I get the same questions every day, it just gets tough. And I try to be empathetic. So, but I also try to articulate what divergence is almost every time, right? You know, by instead of just saying there's divergence, sellers are exhausted. Right? Because people are like, what is divergence? It's sellers being exhausted or buyers being exhausted. That's what it's implying, right? And when you get sellers that are exhausted at critical ice lines from history, and you get one bottom, but not one, but two, the second bottom confirming that the bottom's in at that ice line, and the sellers are exhausted, right? That's what dreams are made of. And look what happened, Larry. All the targets obviously hit. And then look what happened up here, right? This was another trade setup for patrons last year technically, where you just had one low, you had a very sneaky higher low. Yes, you got to scale out to see it. This was a low, and then a higher low, and then a higher low. 3 lows. What? The rule of 3. On that third low, you were showing hidden bullish divergence on the RSI, and you're very close to that downsloping resistance on, I mean, the RSI trend got broken, and look what happened. When RSI trend got broken, you went to moon. All targets hit and exceeded on Bitcoin. Beautiful.
Did you check out UBT/ with on Uniswap? Thanks, fam.
So another thing, yeah, sure, get request. All right. I'm a stripper here. Okay, so another thing, like right here. Now this is one I didn't exactly, I didn't do an official trade setup on this one. You know, dude, it's just busy, man. Like streaming all this live price action stuff. It's just, that's another reason why you're a patron. Because it's like, hey, I want Mitch on for these pump streams. I want him waking up at 3 a.m., 7 a.m., whenever. I'm taking naps and coming back. Like that's another reason why you're a patron for like the show itself. So, but like, look, you know, another way you could have sized up Bitcoin in this crazy parabolic run is like you had the scam wick, right? But you never had traders settle up lower than that resistance, right? And so you had a hidden bullish divergence started developing. You had a bullish engulfing Mara Bazoo candle. That was the buying signal right there. Okay, and you even had time on the next candle
Larry, do you see what
to get in at maybe just somewhere more reasonable. And then look what happened. The hidden bullish divergence and pending price action continuation to the upside played out, and look where it's taken us. Right? You see what I'm saying? So it's like in these parabolic runs, you just got to stick with the 4 hour. The 4 hour, man. Because the daily is just too slow. Weekly is way too slow. So that's it, man. That's how you can size up parabolic runs. We've been doing it. It's been happening. Okay. Hopefully that helps. That's one of 18,000 questions being asked. All these requests, man. Oh wow, it's not a request?
Thanks, Mitch. That's helpful. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, John. Thank you, man, for the contributions. Cheers. Coffee. Veruca, sweetheart. Angel. Okay. So Bitcoin's selling off a little bit, right? And it's just like you don't even know where it is now, because it's like it broke the out of the pattern right before it hit the apex, and now it's like just the apex. It's testing the apex as support right now. You think, yeah, we're gonna get a shadow? You think test 40K again? I mean, dude, you spent literally 12 hours back testing 40K as support. 12 hours. I mean, it's like, how many more times you're gonna test it before you break down and you break up and you go insane, right? Interesting. I'm wondering, like, at this point we can maybe get rid of the top one and we just look at the demand line. It's still just holding for now. Still holding. My God, what a steel wall of support for now until it breaks, and you'll notice when it breaks. It'll be bad if it does. Okay. Oh, Meth, thank you, man. God, I knew it. I haven't gotten tipped in crypto in like a couple days. That is something I just got to start implementing. Got to reset this every day. Relog in. Thank you. Wow. Oh, it's disconnected. I know why. Because when I tried to reset it, Coinbase was down. Remember? And everyone was complaining about it, freaking out. Alright, Meth, it should be good now. We're solid now, alright? Start checking here. God. Okay. Adam's fine. Adam's fine, but it was never able to sustain prices above 627. You got to get back above that, man. That's the major area.
A 3090 and no 4K stream.
Again, it might have limitations on internet. I don't know. How much, could y'all look up how much internet is required for a 4K stream? God, it's so pretty though. EVGA always has the sexiest RGBs. Okay, so Adam, next request. Still well off the entry, but again, failed to launch. That's a big deal. It's not a joke. Right here. Right? You couldn't break it. So get wrecked, dude. No, you never even tested that high, did you? Nah. So, again, patience is required on this one. Definitely required here. So, you just want to see a higher low be created than the previous lows, and then business should continue to the upside. Alright, it's fine. Patience. First target 872, second target 1018, third target 1188. Alright, Adam, no change. A few longs getting liquidated like scrubs because they were over leveraged for no reason up here. Let's go levered long at 40k. Okay, dude, have fun on a weekend. Oh yeah. Vertex looks pretty solid. Pretty solid, man. Yeah, the gap fills the target. Vertex 271. See you there. Yep. Yes, lots of consolidation. You'd think it's a bear flag, but then there's a gap up there, and you got to remember what trend you're in is stupid bullish trend. So, all right, the trend's on your side. You corrected. You hit a 95% retrace, so it's almost like a X, A, B, C, D pattern too. So we're on the next wave now. One valley, two valleys. I mean, 3, 4 valleys here. I don't have to know. I don't have to like call it anything.
I hit my first target of 12 cents. I see monthly RSI at 47. Recommended levels higher. Thanks. Stock ticker MGTI.
Crypto Alex, man, thanks so much. 24.99. We'll take a look at it. Thank you, dude. Man, oh my God, man, the ATC.
Working fine. Have you looked at DXY? 6-month MACD just crossed bearish and first negative momentum from like 2003. 10.00000000, etc.
No, I haven't looked at that exactly. DXY, of course, we check it like every day. But I'm just saying, like, is it any surprise? Any surprise? 35% of all the money that is in circulation right now was created this year alone. That is stupid. And now you got, like, the new administration talking about they need more now, right? We need more stimulus, like immediately, desperately, whatever the rhetoric was used. That's okay. Money printer gonna go burr again. So you can't be surprised. They're trying to destroy the dollar, so we can get on. They want to get us on a digital currency eventually. That's what the plan is, I think. Yeah, why not? It's very easy to control people when everything's digital, right? Much more easy to control people. That's the plan. That's the whole plan, right? And people in power trying to gain more power, and that's not going to stop. Because we're all stupid, right? We deserve to be, you know, controlled. Because we're dumb, I guess, right? Okay, so I don't need to identify this as a 3 rising values, though it looks pretty interesting, right? Because I knew the target was 271 to begin with. I didn't need any kind of measured move. That's it. It's 271. That's a common retrace, high to low. It's already here, man. 618, a little bit higher than 618. That's it. Yeah, I think there might be a little resistance, right? 250, the peak from February 2020. So that could be some turbulence. You might reverse there, but again, if you're talking about a more major target, 271. That's it, vertex. What a decred. Well, I mean, what's there to look at, dude? What's there to look at? Parabolic. DCR, beautiful. Get the curve line tool out. That's all we can do, man. Get wrecked, Bitcoin. About to test 40K again. If you break it, guess what? Altcoins are screwed. Oh well. So that's it, man. You're just long and gone. I mean, you're so high that Fibonacci maybe doesn't even make sense, really. You know? Parabolic. I mean,
really enjoy the show. Recently started watching Patreon potentially. Like the no BS seriousness. LFG.
Is that a joint?
Cheers to Mitch. Thank you for the 420. Thank you for the consideration of joining the Patreon. Dude, just ask, my God, ask, almost half the audience, which will be patrons right now. You got 839 patrons, so ask them how it is, you know, if they're enjoying it or getting any value out of it, whatever, or just support the stream. Thank you, dudes. I don't know, man. We're sometimes not serious. Sometimes we BS. Chat, back me up on that. Sometimes we do BS. Okay, but normally it's for pump streams. When we're not pumping and there's requests going, it's business, man. Like, yeah, we're getting these requests. We're looking for an edge on assets that people are requesting. All right. So let me do it again. There's nothing. What can I do here? You know, on an asset that's doing extremely well. Look, it's breaking away from the demand line, the curved demand line, like crazy. So a lot of downside potential, right? I mean, all you can do is $70. Everything is a psychological resistance, right? The 70, 80, 90, 100. They're all going to act as potential reversal areas. Because there's nothing else. There's nothing else that humans can do when you have nothing, right? Support resistance. And if there is no support resistance, it's the ones, or it's the zeros and the fives. The zeros and the fives. Right? 70 and then 80 and then 90 and then 100, right? You get it. And then, right, what would happen next? Like 50. 50 would be a potential support. There you go. Look how 50 was tested as resistance. Tested, and then you eventually broke it. You even back tested it, and then you went to 70. 60 would be one too, right? So each $10 increment, man, is all you can do on this one. Okay. Oh boy. We'll see what the next one is. Oh my God. I don't don't know if I can get all these, dude. This is a lot. We've been going hour and 15 minutes of pure straight up requests. I don't even know how. Oh my god. Wow. Nothing's changed on Nano, right? Yesterday it hit the 2618 fib extension after its miraculous breakout. Broke all the inner fib extensions, spent barely any time there, and then again, once it broke the gold mean ratio, just straight up to the 2618, 261.8% retrace from the high here to that lowest low, right? That is how you got a 261% retrace. Get wrecked, Bitcoin. About to test 40K again, like a scrub.
Your TA is valuable. I don't pay attention to many. I enjoy your stream.
Chronic, thank you for $5 super chat, and thank you for the feedback, man. Let me know you're enjoying it, dude. Kanks. Hopefully you're getting something out of it, right? That's why you watch something. We all have limited time in our lives, so you can spend it wasting your time, or you can have me on while you're on the treadmill working out or something, or you can be right at your chart trying to learn and invest in yourself, right? I mean, or you could listen to something else that's not maybe providing value to you, but it's fun. It's, you know, think about me as like eating vegetables. You know, I'm like a form of entertainment that's like Brussels sprouts or something, you know. But like, hey, you could watch Badlands chugs. Like you could watch like a morbidly obese guy chug, you know, like copious amounts of syrup, you know, and we're serving the same purpose in a way, but he's like Swiss cake rolls, where I'm like a vegetable. I'm maybe like sushi, right? Sometimes it can taste good. I don't know, man. You get it. You get the analogy I'm talking about. So Nano, what am I supposed to do here, right? It's over. It hit 2618. There's no data. It's mooned, and it could lose tons more value. It could get wrecked even more, especially if Bitcoin breaks 40K, which is about to test, and very well could fall through it.
Happy Friday, Mitch. Glad to see you're looking more rested and restored, brother. Preach it, my patriot. Dude, brother. America is in trouble. All is not well. At least we have this great community. Patreon hype. Lego, USA, hard. 7.2798882XTZ.
I agree, Tokafu. It's over, I think. It's like done now. So all we can do, since that's it, just look out for you and your family, right? Look out for each other and our communities, right? The people you care about. That's all you can do. What a joke, dude. That's all it is. Just a big joke now. Globalists win. They won. Okay. So many. Still trying to keep up here, alright? Yeah, Ocean's okay. Ocean's still like, right, what did it do? It PCZ, bullish divergence on the daily. It was beautiful, the Jesus, and then it ran from there, and it's just 45 cents is not an easy area. It's a problem child, okay? So, look, what you're looking for is a pivot point. So look at both the 200 moving average. Pivot point, make a higher low. Then what is that? That's hidden bullish divergence. Impending price action, continuation the upside. So you just gotta wait, man. I mean, it could keep selling off, but eventually what you're looking for on Ocean is just a higher low than these lows down here. And it's gonna pivot, make that higher low, and then run to higher highs. And eventually, right, there will just there's just sell orders at 45 cents, and eventually if the bulls keep attempting to break that resistance, right, if there's enough demand to push this price up here again, then maybe there will eventually be enough demand to absorb the remaining supply at 45 cents, and then it breaks us to 61.5 cents, which would be the end. It would be the fairy tale ending to this bullish shark. 61.5 cents. Okay, there's your Ocean. What's up, Matt H? Thanks for the $4.99 super chat, and boom, look at that. Look here, listen, chat. My God, we now have a Sultan. Yes, a Sultan has joined the Patreon. My God, thank you, dude. Type in the pre chat.
Is that a join?
Bruh.
please be sure to sing the Patreon and the Discord. You have to do that, okay? If you're a new patron, you're not in the Discord, you're literally doing it wrong. You're not listening to what we're telling you to do. You join the Patreon, that's a glorified payment processor, so I don't have to deal with your credit card info. I get to sleep at night not worrying about all your sensitive data being screwed, right? Hacked. So that's why I use Patreon. And there's other small reasons for, you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter to you. It's quality of life stuff. So, but Discord's where the value is. Trade setups. Sometimes the trade setups get posted on the Patreon, but the Discord is where everything is posted first. Okay, so Discord, man, if you're a patron, especially. All right. It's 80 stream. Cowbunga, dude. Cowbunga. Alright. Eddie requested IPA. I think he might have been talking about the beer, because this is a joke. What are you going to do with IPA that IPO'd December 30th? Get wrecked, dude. Yeah, nothing to do here, man. There's no data, so nothing. Not even attempting. But thank you again, Eddie, for the 40, dude. Unless there's just some sort of IPA US dollar pair now, dude. Alright, now look at this weird one, dude. Wrapped Ethereum. I think we looked at it before. Kind of interesting chart. Somewhat, I don't know. All-time lows, though, so. I lose before? I thought I looked at it before. Alright, let me just pull it up. Yeah, looks like it's just its lowest point ever, so that sucks. But yeah, there's maybe MACD bullish divergence on the daily. So this is something maybe we looked at in none of my work saved, but here's your issue, dude. Here's the issue. We have to, UBT has to get back above this zone between whatever that is to whatever that is. 5547156. Wrapped Ethereum, it's that ways. Like Ethereum. Big bearish golden candle yesterday. Bad. Very bad. But, again, it is not about the breakout itself, which you've broken back down, out, whatever. It is about the fall of the price action you receive after you break out. So, until you really start going down and you break below 4.100ths of a way or something, you're okay. Like, this divergence here on the daily, which I don't know if it's going to happen, this divergence on the daily is implying a reversal to the upside. But you haven't really gotten it yet. So, if you get back above 5.7/100ths of a way, then you could be in good shape and you could have a nice run.
Will be worth $12,000 in 1980. Buy now.
What's going on? It's terrible. Michael, thanks Steve for the 5. Sorry, I'm so behind. I'm trying so hard here. $40,250 Bitcoin would be worth $12,000 in 1980. Dude, that's insane, man. All right, that's as far as I'm taking it with the UBET to WETH. If the divergence can get you back above 5.7/100ths of whatever away, then yeah, you could have a nice run up to 7.5/100ths of a way or something. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Pending price, if the TA is actually respected here, which I don't know. If the TA is respected, it's going up. The next move is implying upside. Okay? But it's UBT to WETH. Wait a second, it's in the same song, dude. Hey, no. One's called Macintosh plus 2K18, the other song's called Macintosh plus 2K20. Okay. Whatever, dude. Cowbunga. Yeah, MGT, I know to look at, right?
What if you are blocked from all the attention you used to get the millions of people on Twitter and FB and you still have the nuclear codes?
I don't know, dude. Last I checked, it's not a politics stream, right? Thank you, dude. Okay, traders settled up their highest point November 7th, where you pretty much closed today. Anything above that, you could see 16.9 cents, where traders settled up October 23rd, 2018 at the highest point, right? So, were you asking? Monthly RSI at 47, recommend levels higher than stock ticker MGTI. I don't even know. He wasn't really requesting it, doesn't look like. He was just, we had looked at it before, so thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll do the DXY for MEF. It's been bouncing a little bit. Yep, so it's back inside the wedge, remember? Remember the wedge? You're back inside, so hey. After testing that $89 little support right there from April of 2018. So hey, I mean, if this actually played out, it would be incredible. It would be bad for, I mean, it'd be great for the dollar. Probably bad for all the numerators tied to the denominator of DXY. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of diverging there on the daily. Oh, they're serious. I mean, I'm talking uber bullish divergence on the weekly. I mean, class A, especially if you bounce here. Like, we need a couple more weeks of data, but it's starting to mature now, and it's on both oscillators. So impending price action reversal of the upside is being applied on the weekly. That's significant, very, very significant. Also, from this low to high, you're like 90-some%, right? I mean, yeah, these are major reversal areas. I get it, those. Yeah, 88% retrace. D-retrace. So yeah, say this isn't the US dollar. Say this is anything. Just it's a random chart. This is exactly where reversals happen. Okay. It's not any other asset, though, because it's the dollar and they're printing more of it. Who knows how that's going to play out. But yeah, I mean, and that's a nice run you've had on the bear pull bear flag. So this is definitely an area. You close the week with a technically a bullish pin bar reversal. Wow. So you got bullish divergence on the oscillators on the weekly and a weekly bullish pin bar. That's pretty much been painted after back testing that low right there from April 2018. So interesting development on DXY that could be implying a short-term reversal to the upside. Doesn't mean it's going to make higher highs, just means it could be, again, a retrace. We'll see. There you go, Meth Man. Thanks for the 68.89 of Ethereum Classic. Much love, dude. Getting hungry, man. Well, we already looked at Algo, right? Algo played out. It was covered on stream already. Someone already requested it. So, Nick, thank you, dude. I mean, I guess we can go to it one more time. Just for a second. Where you just hold on, man. You just hold on, and eventually, if you break 50 cents, you're going up to 67 cents to 76 cents, that'd be your target. After 50 cents, you got to break that. You go at 67, 76 cents. Those would be targets up there, okay? Nice, beautiful textbook pattern. Specimen trade, that's what we call it. Bitcoin, 40,130, looking kind of blah, man, where definitely looks like it wants to test 40K again. It hasn't done that, I don't think, quite yet. Yeah, it did, maybe. No, it was very, very close. It was like, it got to 40,028, so I don't know, man, what's really holding this up, propping this up at 40K. It's just talking like 13, 14 hours now of just holding 40K as support, and you're getting wicks and price action below it, but traders aren't settling up below 40K quite yet. Wow, dude. Been live for an hour and a half. If you're enjoying the live stream, like button and bell us up. Thanks. Getting hungry. We did it. Oh my god, I think we did it. Alright, man. Well, then we got through it. Cool. Sweet. Let's go back to Bitcoin so we can visualize what I'm talking about. Here you go. Alright, just read a new day. Yesterday was your highest level of all time, so history was made here. But you could break 40K today.
What are your thoughts on CME futures?
The downside.
They diluted gold and silver so bad. Is it good or bad for crypto?
Any kind of derivative is always going to be inherently bad for the underlying asset that it tracks, right? Because there's a finite amount of money that exists. I know, even with the amount of money printing going on, but with the finite amount of money that exists, any asset they can take away from the spot price is bad, right? Because people are going to be putting their money into the derivative, not into the spot price or into the underlying asset. So that answer is kind of like, yep, normally always bad. Any derivative for the asset. All right, here we go. Bitcoin breaking 40K. Not looking very strong right now. Bearish divergence on the RSI is still a very real argument. Kind of hard to argue, right? Against it. Look, I mean, this is like textbook, high on price, higher high on price, much lower levels of relative strength, impending price action reversal to the downside. I mean, that's what it's implying, though we've seen, you know, in these conditions, it's been invalidated over and over and over. Really, the RSI, though, been showing strong bearish divergence in the RSI like this since November, and that played out pretty well. So just know, man, there's no edge for bulls. That's certain. Certainly no edge for bulls. So anyone taking a long right now is literally flipping a coin and praying. And you're flipping a coin and praying into potential buyer exhaustion on a 4-hour time scale on the RSI. God, I hope it gets invalidated. I hope it's wrong. I hope it just pumps to 50K this weekend and everything's great. But, you know, again, I'm just presenting to you the data that exists right now. And that's buyer exhaustion up here. And you're, look at this. I mean, you're kind of class C bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, right? Where you double top on your oscillator, you double top on a higher high. So class C bearish divergence, your weakest form of bearish divergence. But when you tack in class A bearish divergence in the RSI, I think that strengthens the argument for the bears, at least a little bit. Okay, you break 40K, you break this demand line, where's the support? There's no support till 35K. So, man, I hope, dude, again, like I'm saying this, I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to break down to 35K. I don't want people to lose money. I'm just telling you, again, it's like the weather. Like, we're reading the actual radar, okay? Hey, it might rain. There's a chance of rain, dude. Oh, this guy's so pessimistic because there's a chance of rain based on the data. That's all I'm doing, man, okay? All right, man. Well, we got through it. Again, been a really nice stream, I believe, right? We had a good one. Very extremely productive for Friday, right? A couple wheel spins, pathetic attempts. But, hey, still We're still standing, man. So, man, let's pray that the TA gets disrespected, and the reason for that might be, right, we know in bullish conditions, extremely parabolic bullish conditions, maybe where there's a supply crisis, divergence, bearish divergence can't perform. That's what we're just hoping for. And it could happen. Dude, it's like there's no certainty. Just talking about probabilities. Like you're always, when you're looking for a long to DCA, dude, we just went into it earlier. All the hidden divergence, these were all, if you were a holder and you wanted to keep adding to your position, look how many opportunities present themselves on the way up. There have been 1, 2, 3, 4 different opportunities where Bitcoin presented an edge for the bulls, and every single time on the way up, the TA was respected. You understand that, right? So that's why TA is so good. It can be, someone doesn't have to be exactly a trader, but it's a great hobby to have, and it's a great way to strategize your re-entries or your accumulation, your reaccumulation, right? So Sam, I mean, for sure, dude, but we know what's going to happen here. Nothing.
Submit. Can we revisit
You're right.
Christmas
Thank you.
Eve request VI?
Yes, VK. Thank you for the 10. Or no, 11, sorry. Fine. I mean, all I can say about this one is...
You worry too much. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to worry about.
That's it, dude. They're gonna make him. They're gonna make YFI. Chat. Make him. Hey, Michael. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon, dude. Welcome. Hype in the friggin' chat.
Is that a joint?
Please be sure to see the Patreon and Discord. Sorry, that was a few minutes ago, but man. Y'all running me every which way but loose, right? Isn't that the term? Thank you, dude. Currently now sitting at 841 patrons. And every time we get a new patron, it's an all-time high. It's a record. This is price discovery mode for Patreon. Okay. So this one is like, yeah, the entry, someone's in on this at the entry levels of the trade setup, and one's waiting, just waiting for profit taking levels, right? It's just stalling here. It's a little bit of local resistance, right, from November 7th and December 17th.
You looking good, man, especially after last time I saw you when BTC dropped to 4K. Just curious, what are your top 5 alts to break out in the coming year?
Money Boy, thanks for the 10 euro. Glad you made it back, man. There have been a lot of attendees had since those days. Top 5 altcoins. I mean, Ethereum, of course. You think Ethereum's like Bitcoin was in 2013? Raul Paul talks about it. You think that one's got a lot of promise for upside, especially if it breaks all-time highs? Yeah. So that's the most important one, I think. But you know, to me, it's not about like the fundamentals. I'm looking at trade setups, right? Like hey, there's value on this one. This one could be great.
Forgot about my request earlier, brother. Can you please take a look at EWT? Thanks.
Do we not look at EWT? All right, we'll look at it. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. You know how it is. You can't be offended. You saw how many requests there were. It's ridiculous, and there's so much to scroll through. Okay. So, like, definitely Ethereum. But, like, look, man, you should have asked me this in September, right? Because Litecoin was showing a huge bullish shark pattern. XLM was showing a huge bullish cipher pattern. Right? It's over now. Like, they've all taken off since where real traders, the smart money, the smartest money places their bids. Now it's like, I don't know, it's all continuation stuff. It's not value. Nothing's value anymore. It's all premium, and you're playing momentum like we just looked at on Bitcoin. All you can do is play the 4 hour, you know? Did I? Sorry. Sorry. Oh, look at UBT, not EWT. Alright, we'll look at that one.
Weekly RSI at highest levels since 2013 and cruising at these levels almost the longest in history. I'm a bull, but being super cautious here at these levels. Lover image hashtag moonboys.
Certainly, man. Certainly. The RSI on the weekly would concern anyone who's paying attention to it. It's absurd. It's historical. It's not the highest level ever, but my God, it's far higher than we ever saw ever in 2016, 2017 bull cycle. So, yeah, man, you think eventually some snapback, pullback would happen, but we're also dealing with an unprecedented supply crisis. This never happened. Institutions have never cared about Bitcoin, really, until now. And now, like, you're seeing exchanges take crypto offline in record numbers, right? You have PayPal, you have the normies, like 300 million normies that can buy Bitcoin whenever they want at the click of a button, when they couldn't do that in 2017, 2013, right? They're not even close. So like, and you see Itbit, the volume, it just keeps growing. Like a couple days ago, it hit all-time highs, and that could keep going. All right, here's EWT, Bitcoin 40,200. Meh, big ol' nothing burger right now. Well, what do you want, man? This was great. EWT was springing and back testing springs, and one bottom, a second bottom. Well, that's the entry area, man. Keep looking at these, and look what it did. It ran up and broke the range. Look what it did, high to low. What did it do? It hit the 1272 perfectly, 1018, and that's exactly where the bots and humans, I guess, reverse this thing. Isn't that gorgeous, dude? There's something's good, I guess, on this, where you could start, if we really start pivoting here, hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour starts being developed, right? The low, and then the much higher low with much higher levels of negative momentum. Yeah, that's bullish continuation
I remember
stuff.
you mentioning Raul Pal believes ETH is better than BTC. What is your opinion? 0.00599.
I wouldn't say it's better. It's not better. It's just different, right? Bitcoin's the asset. Ethereum's the platform. They're just different, man. They're their own beasts, and they're kind of like there's, right? So it's like apples and oranges. It's not even like silver and gold, is it? No. Much more utility with Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Away from the dollar. Feeling lucky I invested in Bitcoin at 23K.
Questionable ballot. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And hey, man, you did it. 23,300 was an entry for a trade setup. That was our. That was the George Washington Battle of Trenton trade setup. Legendary, man. Thanks, dude. So EWT out of the way. Not no volume on this one, man. Right? I mean, I get it. Hey, I like how it broke out. Broke a mega downtrend. Wow, this is a disgusting. Well, actually, kind of interesting. 95% retrace down to the 886. It's value down here. X, A, B, C, D stuff, right? Harmonic. I like that. Really, really like that. So this is where a new wave can begin and a much larger impulse up. So we just look at it like this, you know. Supply line here. Look at that breakout. It's beautiful. Be careful. Hopefully it's not double topping here. Again, this doesn't have the volume. You want 1 million volume. This only has 350 to 400,000 volume on it. Okay, so great breakout of the structure. It looks like a channel. Just depends how you plot, I guess. Yeah, Bitcoin's breaking 40K. Get wrecked, dude. Okay, man, it's gonna be such a pump, dude. It's gonna be such a pump. So if this thing actually, if this thing was actually gonna make a common retrace, you hit the 236 twice now. Like one top, second top. You better not stall here. If you stall here, you're going back down. But if it makes a common retrace from that high of April 2019 to the low point, is your target. Your target on SCYX would be 1159, and then the second target would be 1333, 618. Pretty simple. Oh wait, can you do it with this too? Yeah, nice. There you go. Those would be targets for SCYX on the breakout, but it's downtrend and it might be double topping locally, so it might sell off some more. Maybe make a higher low and then go. All right, but that's it, dude. That's where it could go for just a common everyday retrace. Ooh, we got it, man. And because Ethereum has such more utility, that's why Raw Paul thinks that eventually one day Ethereum could have a higher market cap than Bitcoin. Because it's like people are using it. It's not a store of value. People are storing money in institutions. Everyone's putting money in Bitcoin because there's trust in it now. Yeah, there's certain trust, human trust in Bitcoin. Everyone has collectively decided now this year or last year, they collectively decided that yes, we will now have trust in Bitcoin. It will be our store of value. That was decided by all of us as humans. And now the people with the most money are determining that to be the case too. So again, completely different thing, right? Ethereum, Bitcoin, apple, orange. They're different, but they're both nutritional, right? They're both great. People don't understand smart contracts, and that is a reason. You hear that? They don't understand it. And that is why institutions have not flooded money into Ethereum yet. You get me? That's exactly why. It's not easy to explain to a hedge fund boomer manager, right? What Ethereum is. A lot easier to talk about Bitcoin and explain it. It's like you get them into Bitcoin and then they start learning more about, okay, that's what smart contract, Ethereum platform, got it. Okay, now we're going to put money in Ethereum because we understand it more. We did our homework, our due diligence. We're learning more about where the future's going. All right, and eventually it would pick up. So, okay, man. What a stream. I think this is a great, productive one for a Friday, man. Awesome. All-time highs on Bitcoin closed just a little while ago, and it's Friday, dude. So what are you doing here, man? Go out and get something to eat or drink with some friends or family, or if not, keep watching the charts by all means. But you really don't want to break 40k because these levels, man, this parabolic run, there is no support until 35k. That's it. So you want to hold 40k so we can see 50k. All right. But again, like the 4 hour is not implying upside. The 4 hour oscillators are literally implying some downside, but again, supply crisis, who knows that dynamic, if this bearish divergence will play out, right? You think about it, it could just go side, like it's been doing this. It did it like last time where it showed the bearish divergence and just went sideways. Just sideways, back tested areas that were resistance as support, and then it just kept going. So, I mean, like, that's what you would hope here. You just hope sideways. Very, very minimal selling. And then you go red on the momentum, and then eventually you start breaking the upside again. Then it just goes positive. You get, you know what I'm saying? So, critical areas, man. This demand line is very real, and you've been testing it many times. And if you break it again, 35k would be the target. All right. Thanks for the 1,700 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. I do okay today, chat. Was the stream okay? Satisfied, dissatisfied? What's up, dude? Hoping for some fireworks, hoping 40k holds, and hopefully we see 45k and we just get a crazy pump stream at like 2 a.m. tonight. That'd be awesome. I would love it. Can't wait. If it was to happen, I'd be here, but it's hard to, you know, expect anything on the weekend, right? Alright. So hold the demand line, or you could be screwed in the short term. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. Thanks for all the new patrons. My God, all-time highs on Patreon, 841. Never before seen. I'll be back. Until next time, Respect, the T. A.
The symptoms of a cold war, all of our troubles are make-believe. We're dying on our own soil, calling your friends onto the teeth. There's nothing for you, nothing for me, nothing for sale, nothing for free. You wanna take my life and fade away. Got a battle of the ages, calling the cavalry through your phone. An army of the shameless, walking the line, tipping the throne. There'll be nothing for you, nothing for me, nothing to fear, nothing to see. You wanna take my life and fade away.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.